Inspired by the beautiful sights and sounds of the springtime, I'm going to show you how to decorate a shadow box with beautiful birds and flowers, and we're going to use rice paper and IOD transfers. I'm using Mod Podge to adhere our rice paper down to the front. I just cut a piece that was the perfect size to fit over the interior of this shadow box. The regular Mod Podge works just fine, and you can see I'm applying it with a sponge brush. Next, I applied the rice paper right over that Mod Podge, and I'm using my fingers inside of a plastic bag. Using the plastic ensures that you don't tear the paper that you're decoupaging. This rock-hard top coat serves as a good varnish and creates a nice, strong layer. And I'm going to ultimately apply 3 coats. I'm starting out with 1. I'll let it thoroughly dry, hastened by my little heat gun, and then I'm going to do 3 ultimate coats. While the rice paper over the raised platform dries, I'm using an IOD transfer to decorate the perimeter of the frame. The beautiful transfers inside this collection of Iron Orchid designs inspired my design. You can see floral branches, bird cages, fruits, and birds. And as you can see, I'm using one of the narrow designs to decorate the perimeter of the frame. Here's a pretty little spray of strawberries and flowers, and I'm going to use this floral spray around the top. So there we have our first set of decorations. What you see me doing now is using a finger sander to just go along that outer edge. I want a nice crisp edge, and you can see this enables me to simply peel off that overhang. As you can see, I chose 3 of the birdcage designs, and I arranged them with some overlap. I also used 1 bird inside the cage, so I placed that down first and then did the overlay of that bird cage. So now I'm going to demonstrate for you just how easily we can continue to decorate with the birds and the branches and the flowers. You can see that this one is perched on a branch, and part of the beauty of the design is to use overlapping techniques. So it gives it a lot more visual interest and dimension. That musical score in the background just evokes the beauty of the psalm that I am going to attach to the upper part of the frame. I'm going to put this lovely cluster of flowers along the bottom and creating a lot of overlap and overlay, also allowing your designs to drape over the edges of the frame really does add a lot of beautiful visual interest. Here you can see I've just removed that protective back sheet, and now I'm laying it in position once again using the rubbing tool, and you can see that this design is laying on top of the bird cages. Here you can see I'm adding a bright blossom with some branches and leaves, and you see I'm allowing the branch to drape over the front of that bird cage, and the right side branches and leaves are going to lay and drape over that exterior border. It gives it beautiful dimension. So as I continue to use that little rubbing tool and gently lift the carrier sheet, you can see that it's transferring beautifully. I'm going to show you how pretty it looks draped over the edge. The reveal is always fun, and as you see now, I'm lifting up that carrier sheet, and again, the design appears to be just painted beautifully over the surface. Here you can see I'm attaching a sweet little butterfly perched on the empty bird cage. These beautiful shadow boxes lend themselves to a wide variety of crafting possibilities, and I received mine from Spice Islands Coastal. It's a wonderful company located in Maryland. As you can see, they offer an extensive opportunity for crafting supplies, including these wood floating shadow box frames and also the unfinished wooden boxes that I've used in a variety of my crafting videos. I want to again welcome you back to my channel. If you're new, a special welcome, and I invite you to consider subscribing. To complete the shadow box, I'm adding a brass plaque that I had made at a local graphics shop. It says, as you can see here, "Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all the earth." That's from Psalm 100, verse 1. And it just seems to evoke the spirit of this whole design. I have adhesive strips on the back, and I'm just going to center it right over the top, and I think that will complete our project. And as you can see here, I think it finishes the project just beautifully. These plaques can be made at local graphics stores, or some people do get them made on Etsy. I love it, and I'm excited to have it hanging in our entry hall. I hope you've enjoyed this craft, and I hope it's inspiring for you. Please do leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and ideas. It's so much fun to get to know members of our crafting community. Also, I would appreciate it if you would give it a like, as well as a hype. It really does help my channel to grow. I look forward to publishing another video soon. In the meantime, take care and God bless.